Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Happy November. It is the beginning of November, so I have to do favorites. I am trying to be consistent now and trying to do more favorite videos. I personally like watching favorite videos, especially some from like a few select YouTubers. So I don't know if you guys are interested, but I'm going to tell you what I have been liking for the month of October. So let's get started. Before this, I was actually shoveling snow, so I feel kind of like out of breath and like sweaty right now. So for the month of October, I was not wearing much makeup. I didn't really dress up for Halloween either. And the only times I wore makeup was when I went out with my friends, or I wore very minimal if I'm going to work. When I'm at home, I don't like to wear makeup, obviously, unless I'm filming. I don't have many makeup favorites because, again, I did not wear much, but I do have two skincare favorites of the month of October. So I'm going to talk about this one first, I guess. This one right here is the Innisfree Jeju Orchid eye cream. This eye cream I did get in Korea earlier this year, and I just started using it at the end of September and beginning of October, kind of around that time, and I've been using it for that whole month, and I quite like this eye cream. This eye cream isn't that thick. It is kind of moisturizing, but it glides on and it doesn't feel sticky. So I like to use this in the morning time, and I use a different eye cream for nighttime. But sometimes when I get lazy, because this smells so good, I like to use this for day and night sometimes when I forget to use my thicker one at night. I just love the smell of this. If you love the smell of orchids, it's just so calming and soothing. I just really enjoy this. It's supposed to be kind of just moisturizing. I don't believe it has any anti-aging properties. Yeah, it's just supposed to bring back moisture and resilience to your skin underneath the eyes. I mainly like it because it is light and it smells amazing. Personally, when I find skincare products, it doesn't have to smell amazing. Like, that's not like a thing for me, and it's better if the product doesn't have fragrance, because some people do get irritated with fragrance in the products. But for me, whenever I use this, I just feel so good after. Maybe it's placebo because of the smell of this product, but I really do enjoy it, and I understand why people recommend this. So as I get older, I'm trying to like focus more on my skincare, because I want to one day hopefully not wear too much foundation. So today I am wearing like one pump of foundation and a little bit of concealer, but I want to get to a point where I can just go with like almost nothing. I know that's like almost impossible for me because I do have really dark eye circles. I don't know if you can tell right now. If it's showing up on screen, I'm gonna look at my monitor. But yeah, sometimes I do have like really dark eye circles, regardless of sleep or no sleep. So and I do have some redness around my nose, so I don't know, I just want to treat my skin better. So I'm not afraid to go out without makeup. Like, you know, sometimes I do go to the stores and places without makeup, and I don't think that's a problem, but I want to be like super confident with my no makeup face. So that's why I'm spending more money on my skincare, or more time and effort on my skincare, rather than putting on lots of foundation and stuff like that. My day-to-day, if I'm working or I'm just like going out to like the grocery store, I would just wear concealer underneath my eyes and a little bit of powder, and I find that like I actually do look quite okay with it. So I'm slowly getting there to where my skin, or where I want my skin to be. And next product I'll be talking about is this guy right here. Disclaimer, this was sent to me to try out. This is the KLAIRS, I'm trying to read, oh my gosh. This is the KLAIRS Soft Air UV Essence. It is a SPF 50 SPF 50 and PA triple or quadruple plus. Actually, it has like 4 pluses on it. So this is a water-based gel kind of texture. I'll squeeze it onto my hand so you guys can see. So I hope you guys can see that. So it's not a very fluid texture. It is a jelly type texture, or gel, and it just blends out really nicely. It's not sticky, and it protects your skin obviously from the harmful UV rays. It blends out really nicely. The only thing is that it's a scent thing. So if you don't like the scent of, how would I describe this? My dad does like construction sometimes, and there's that white stuff that's like a plaster. It smells like white plaster. At first I thought it smelled like crayons, but it smells more like the plaster that you seal things with. So yeah. So that's the only complaint about it. But other than that, this is a great product to use. For me, I think that you should always use sunscreen regardless of the season, always for everyday time. I don't care if it's like a water-based, a gel-based, or whatever, but you're gonna have to wear sunscreen. And make sure you do find one that you will actually like and you will stick to, because I find that people are like, oh, I don't like wearing sunscreen, it's very heavy on my face, it's very sticky. You have to find one that's not meant for the body and is nice, light, and airy. So I recommend that you go check some of these sunscreens out. My personal favorite ones are the ones from Shiseido and Biore. I really like the Biore ones from Japan. They are very good. I think some of the Korean brands like the KLAIRS one and the Misc ones are pretty decent. I'm not too sure. I haven't checked out the Misc one, so I can't tell you what it's like, but I think this one right here is pretty decent. So yeah, and especially after my vacation trip this summer to Cuba, like I found that like I did get freckled, but ever since I came back from my trip, I've been consistently being very on top of my skincare and like wearing SPF every day or almost every day, and then putting like serums and moisturizers and all these things to treat my skin. I've been trying to exfoliate with my AHAs, not my AHAs, my BHA pretty often as well. So again, I don't have a lot of products I want to talk about. I have lots of like games or music and apps I want to talk about instead, but this I do have. This is the, what's it called? The VDL Rouge Supreme in 604 Verona. So the outer packaging looks like this, and I'm looking down at my monitor, I'm sorry you guys. And then this is what it looks like. So how I describe it, it's like looks kind of like a mulberry, like a, no, not a mulberry, like a, how do you describe this? It's like a nudie red with like brown tones into it, but when you put it on, it kind of looks brighter. So today I am wearing this. Underneath I am wearing this color right here. This is from, where is it from again? Etude House PK001 Happitude. This is a very brighter, like orangey coral red, right? I don't know if it's in focus at all, but yeah, that's this red. I'm wearing a little bit of that underneath to brighten up the lip color, and I'm wearing this on top. And I think it looks really nice, especially for the fall because it is autumn. I almost want to say winter because it is snowing where I'm living, so I'm like, it's winter. No, it's autumn still. So yeah, I really like this color, and it just kind of helps to like brighten up my face, add a little bit of color. I'm definitely not afraid of wearing red lipsticks and like darker lipsticks now. I don't prefer to wear dark lipsticks, but I really love reds and like pinks. I know a lot of people are afraid of wearing that, but if you wear like something like colorful on your lips, like you don't have to worry about your face as much. Like it's a good distraction, and especially if you pick a good color that matches your skin tone, I think, like, I don't know, it just completes the makeup look better. Sometimes when I'm feeling kind of like I don't feel confident about myself, I put on like a nice red lipstick and I feel so much better. I don't know if you guys feel the same way too. Alright, so I'm gonna quickly go through my music favorites. So right now I am in my Google Play music library. I'm not in my Spotify music library because my Spotify expired, so right now I'm trying out Google Play music. Anywho, so I'm gonna quickly run through the music that I like. I might explain why I like it, but I'm just gonna tell you what I have been listening to in the month of October. First of all, my favorite song that I was replaying in October like crazy is Touch by Sori from Coco Sori, Touch featuring Basic. This song is so addicting. When I first heard it, I was like, oh yeah, it's kind of good, and then I kept replaying it and I was like, oh my god, it's so good. And she is so pretty. Her red hair, or her orangey red hair, it's gorgeous. Music video, take a look at it. I'm so happy for her because she got over 1 million views on that music video, and that was one of her goals, was to get 1 million views on her music video. So if I'm editing this right now, I think I'll be playing a little bit or some clips of her music video on top of here. But yeah, please check it out. I really love her. She has a YouTube channel as well, and she's so like sweet and personable. So, and she's I believe she's like quite fluent in Japanese, and she's learning English and Spanish, so she's quite a gifted and talented person. Please check her out. So another music favorite of October is That's My Baby by Riri. I don't know about you guys, but on YouTube you probably see like the algorithm and like your recommended page, like you'll always see like the same kind of things recommended to you. For example, I'll give an example later, but anyways, this song was recommended to me, and I was like, okay, Riri. I was like, Rihanna? No, it's a Japanese singer, and this just popped up into my recommended, and I was like, immediately love the song. It has a very like American pop vibe, but being Japanese at the same time. She does sing in both English and Japanese. I believe that's very popular right now in J-pop. For me, she has Ariana Grande vibes, and as if you guys know me, I love Ariana Grande as a singer, and she just hits those notes and it totally reminds me of Ariana Grande. If you listen to it, please let me know if you hear that as well. I was like, all her music kind of has a Ariana Grande vibe, esque vibe, sorry, Ariana Grande-esque vibe. Yeah, that's it. But anywho, like I feel like it's the like early 2010s Ariana Grande vibe, if you get what I mean. Another song that I was really into for the month of October was Photographed by Off On Off, and this was recommended to me by one of my subscribers, so thank you for that. It is such a relaxing kind of song, and like back then I was so into K-indie, and this kind of just like got me back into it, and that vibe, that whole mood. Like I think lately I've just been into like more like soulful kind of, or like quiet music, especially when I'm just doing things. I will like play and I'll I'll YouTube like the Ghibli soundtracks, or like the Animal Crossing music soundtracks, and just play that in the background, especially the ones with the rain sounds in it. That's all for me. Like I love that. And also the, what's it called, the Japanese city pop playlist. Quickly run through other songs I was liking. BB by IU, Love Bomb by Promise 9. This is more recent because like they came out like what, late or mid October, but that song is so good. It is like pumping energy. Like they're so cute and pretty and talented. Like I didn't know about them because like I heard about them from like, is it the idol school thing, right? And I kept seeing them on my timeline, but that song is so good, and the music video is so good. Like the visuals, the dance, everything is amazing. Alright, so I'm gonna go into miscellaneous favorites, and this one right here is called, what is it called again? My Fast. So if you guys do intermittent fasting or any type of fasting kind of regime or whatever, I recommend this app if you have Android. So basically what it does is it keeps track of all your fasts. So basically what you do is you go to the home and you just press start fast, and then afterwards when you're done fasting you just stop the fast. And it's just a good idea to kind of do if you are doing intermittent fasting and stuff like that, because I don't know, I personally don't like to write down and stuff like that, and it's just a good way to keep track of how you're doing. For me, intermittent fasting is kind of easy to do, like at least for the, if you do like a 14-hour fast, that's easy for me to do. If it's a 16-hour, which my goal is, like the regular recommended fast, it's really hard for me to do that. So if I keep this on here, it just keeps track of it, and it shows like a little graph of how you're doing. It sets your goal, and then it like shows you what your fasts have been like. And yeah, for me, when I do it, it keeps me on track. Like I don't do it every day, obviously, especially if I have like things I have to go to, like going out and stuff with my friends, and I'm like eating like very late. Obviously my fast, I'll have to adjust it, or I won't, and I'll break the fast or something like that. But anyways, it's just a nice thing if you are interested in that. I don't know, personally for me, like fasting has been affecting my weight or anything. I don't know if I look like thinner or whatever, like I don't really care. I'm doing it because it makes me feel good, actually. Like if I eat very late at night, I feel like crap the next day, unless if like you know, I'm like sick, and or I'm like really low on my blood sugar, or my blood pressure or something is like really low in the morning. Like for example, if I'm on my period, I will have to eat earlier than I expect to or I want to, because I know that I'll need energy for later, because you know, when you're on your period and stuff like that, you just feel more faint and light. So I will eat earlier, or I'll break my fast earlier. That's okay for me. I don't care. I'm just doing it because I think it's a good thing, and normally I do eat later than normal people, especially if I'm not working that day and I sleep in, so that's okay. So a game favorite for the month of October is Stardew Valley, and the reason is because Stardew Valley, I believe, recently came out with their multiplayer, or I know they came up with multiplayer like a few months back or like earlier this year, but it was only in its beginning stages and it was kind of having a lot of glitches where you could only invite one person apparently. And anywho, now you can have way more than 3, I believe. I think it's like 4 or 5. Anywho, you can have a lot of players playing on the same world on Stardew Valley. And if you don't know what Stardew Valley is, it's basically a game where you have a farm and you can build relationships with other people and you can go mining and fishing and stuff like that. So it's very similar to Harvest Moon, which is one of my favorite games, especially if on the DS and stuff like that. I miss playing those. Harvest Moon was such a fun game, and this is a very similar concept, but it's on the PC and it's on Steam and it's not that expensive, so I highly recommend that you check it out if you haven't done so already. In Stardew Valley, basically it was just me, my sister, and my brother. We've had our own little world and we started playing on there and we're starting to build our farm. So we haven't made much progress yet, and I haven't played by myself yet because yeah, I've been into my own game in Harvest Moon. So that's why. So this right here is my last favorite of October. This right here is the 17 Tumbler, which came with the second generation, no, not second generation, oh my gosh, the 3rd generation carrot kit. This guy actually, you know what, I really like it. The only thing that I have to complain about it is that it didn't come with a straw cleaner, but thankfully I do have like one of those mini little what do you call it again? Little like scrubber things for straws, because I did buy a reusable or the metal straw set. Anywho, so this is what I have been using lately to drink water from. And it just encourages you to drink more water because it's so easy to access. You just like pour the water here and it's like that. I don't drink it with any hot liquids because I believe, I don't know if you're supposed to even, yeah, you're not even supposed to microwave it, so I don't think it's safe to put any hot drinks in here. But if you drink cold teas or you just drink regular room temperature water and stuff like that, or any other iced drinks, I definitely recommend getting one of these tumblers to drink from, actually, because like I find that with like a regular cup it gets dust in it. I don't drink as much water when I'm at home. When I'm at work or out, obviously I'll drink more water if I have my water bottle, but this one is really nice. And because it's in rose quartz and serenity kind of coloring, then yeah, I like it. So thank you guys for watching. This is the end of the video. I hope you guys have a good month, or the rest of the year actually. I hope I am able to film like a November favorites in December. We'll see how much I am gonna keep up with that, because I always say, okay, I'm gonna try to film monthly favorites, and then I never do. And that's the thing though with me, it's like lately I haven't been buying lots of things, so obviously I'm not trying out new things because I'm trying to save money, and also I've been liking the stuff I've been using. So yeah, anywho, I hope you guys have a good month again, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!